Have you ever asked yourself if your price was too high? Should you lower it because things haven't taken off yet? Or why you aren't getting as much attention as you feel that you should? Watch this video. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I am Darian. Let's get into this topic, okay? Of why you should not negotiate your price. Why your price is your price. This is why you should never settle, okay? I know the temptation is there, but hear me out, okay? By the end of this video, I hope that I touch something in your heart to get you to hold on. So the message of this video is kind of two-sided. Yes, I am talking about general life things, why you shouldn't negotiate, why your price should be your price, but I'm also talking about you as a person, okay? Why you should not settle, why you should not negotiate from what you deserve and what you want. All right, let's jump into it. Life has taught me that there is always someone that is willing to pay the price. Now, how soon you will come across the person that is willing to pay the price for what you have has so many factors in it. It could be the visibility of what you have to offer. It could be that what you have to offer is at such a quality, the price that it's just quality, babe, okay? What you have to offer is at such high quality that not many people are going to be able to have access to what you have to offer so readily, or they may have the access to view it, but they may not have the resources or the willpower or put in what they need to put in to receive what it is that you have. One thing I have learned from running businesses myself is that there's always going to be a target audience, and your target audience is going to be influenced based off of your price. The price of your product is going to attract certain people to your business. With that being said, you want to make sure that you do not settle on your price. You want to make sure that you do not negotiate on the things that you do not want to negotiate on. This actually inspired me the other day. I was thinking about how how Fiji water costs more than the average water. Or your artesian waters, your special waters cost more than, you know, other waters, more than the average water may cost. There are some 12-pack of waters that are cheaper than some versions of one bottle of water, whether that's sparkling water, spring water that's alkaline and, you know, has all the works. Doesn't mean that there's something wrong with both of the waters, the 12-pack versus the artesian water or the more expensive water. No, it does not mean that. It just means that there are two different audiences. This is going to attract certain people and this is going to attract certain people, but they both have purpose, they both have use, they both will meet the needs of the people that need to buy it. The fact that both are on the market and both have stood on the market for a time without it being threatened on being taken off of the market, is still available to be sold, prove that there is a need for these items. Prove that there's a need for this product. Okay, everyone is not capable of doing the work to receive certain things in life. So the way I'm going to explain this, we're going to go into more of a self-worth more than a product explanation. So I actually saw a video today of this. I believe she's actually a pageant queen. I don't really know how they categorize and label everything, but I'm just going to explain the video I saw. In the video, this lady was filming herself, filming content of her working at I believe it's like a restaurant or a coffee shop. While she is working, typing and filming herself, there are people at a table that are sitting next to her, but not up on top of her, and she is just getting her content, minding her business. A lady is yelling, and I don't know everything she was saying, but I know that there was a guy next to her, and the guy apparently, based off of what she explained, was talking about how the lady who was working was dressed and how she looks too expensive for him. Meanwhile, the guy is next to a lady himself. Now, I don't know if that was his girlfriend, wife, or if it was just like a friend and maybe she has an interest in the guy. So the girl got jealous and was like, oh, she's a WHOR, B. Okay, again, the lady was dressed fine. Even if she was dressed to give off that vibe, who are you to call somebody something that's minding their business? Not even focused on you because of your insecurities, because of how you feel about yourself, okay? So, meanwhile, the woman who is minding her business, is married, she has children, she has businesses. Not saying that makes her better than anybody or anything like that, but the lady was just trying to toss her off, and she just the word that she used to try to demean the lady, because she was insecure that this woman decided she was going to show up in her physical body looking her best, dressed up with I think she had on like honestly, it looked professional. Her shirt, it was pretty. It was purple. She had her hair done. She had makeup on. So because the guy was giving this other lady who was minding her business, not even focused on him, attention, the guy was so focused on this random lady, the lady next to him that was with him had to try to demean this lady. This let me know that there are people that you may come across that may know that you have high value. And when I say high value, it doesn't mean that you're better than anybody, but maybe you've been doing the work. Maybe you've been doing the work to show up as a better version of yourself. Let's be real. Most people want the person that looks good on the outside, that has a good heart, that has put in the work, but not everybody is willing to put that work in for their own selves to match that same person that they are looking for. So with that being said, there are people you may come across that are not willing to pay the price to be in your space, to work with you. There are people who are high up, who are wealthy, who in order to even soak up the same air as them, you gotta pay like thousands, some hundreds of thousands of dollars just for an hour to be around them, okay? And again, this doesn't mean that they're better than anybody, but they did the work to create what they have created, to amass the wealth that they have. So they have paid the path to be in these different rooms, to be amongst these different people. They're not just out and about anymore. I mean, they may be, but most people that are extra elevated, like let's say they amass a certain amount of wealth, they're more than likely not going to put themselves in a position to be around people that may not understand their level of wealth, okay? They may walk around with security, some may not, but just to give you a perspective, okay? So because everyone may not be willing to pay the price to experience the product, to experience you as a person, it does not mean that you need to now lower your value or discount yourself or come down so that you can increase the opportunities of buyers or of things. What that means is that you're either going to have to change your environment, change where you are hanging out. So you need to take that water bottle and put it in a place where people are willing to pay the extra money for it, where people are willing to put the extra time into that, into the thing. Or even if this is a case for your life as a person, you may have to surround yourself in spaces and circles where people can understand you, where people can understand your value. Then that is okay. Okay, so let's move into my last point. The one who doesn't settle has a greater opportunity to reap a greater reward. So when you settle, let's just use this example. Let's just say you just choose whatever is the first thing that is given to you, presented to you. And this could be in so many different areas of life. This could be where you work. This could be a potential love partner or marriage. This could be friendships. This could be just whatever, okay? This can go for so many different places in life. Let's say that you decide that you're just going to choose the first thing given to you. And then there are some times in life you won't really have time to, like, you have to move when the opportunity presents itself, okay? So this is where discernment and wisdom kicks in. But there are some times where the opportunity may seem good, but it may not. be the fullness of what you can have. If you settle right then and there, you can miss the opportunity to receive the greater. Now again, you have to use wisdom and discernment to know what is a good opportunity and what is the greatest opportunity. What is the opportunity? Sometimes the greatest opportunity won't come as quickly as the okay opportunity, or maybe even good opportunity. The greatest opportunity may come a year later, it may come 5 years later, it may even come 10 years later. But if you choose to just go with the first thing presented, then you could miss out on so many things financially. You could miss out on so many things relationally. You could have sabotage opportunities or not be able to experience certain things because you took the thing that was presented first. Don't settle just because you feel like your price may be a little higher, and maybe you feel like there's nobody that will be able to purchase your item. Again, one thing I have seen in business is it doesn't matter what your price is. I mean, it matters, but you get what I'm saying. Actually, it might not matter because there are $20 purses, probably even cheaper than that. And there are $20,000 purses out here being sold. And guess what? People are buying both, okay? All right? People are buying both. But what I'm saying is, it matters, but it doesn't matter. If you feel like something is right in your heart as far as the price and the value of something, don't allow people to diminish it. What I'm thinking about now is, if you go in a luxury store and you see this beautiful bag, you know it's beautiful, you know it looks good, and let's just say you know you ain't got the funds for it, okay? You know the money ain't hot right then and there when you saw that bag. You may not be able to buy it, but somebody else will be able to come in and get the bag if they have the money and is ready. I'm not saying you, y'all, because you may have the money, okay? I'm just using an example. But maybe you don't see the value in buying it or getting it in that moment, but there's always somebody that will see the value in it. So one thing I have learned is to not settle on my price in my own personal businesses, because there's somebody who sees the value. There's somebody who it will fit. There's somebody who it will be enough for and not too much for, okay? Okay, you guys, so I was inspired to do this video just to encourage you, whether this is literally for your business, whether this is literally for a life situation. Maybe you're faced with making a decision on your love life, on your friendships, on careers, and you just don't really know where to go. Of course, I'm not the one to make the decision for you, but hopefully this may help you to feel more confident in guiding you. Or if this is just a video that inspires you when it comes to your own view of your self-worth and your value, I hope that you get what you need from it. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.